And he also talked about the Chris Bosh situation a little bit. And Riley talked about wanting to win one more title, how things went south again with Dwayne Wade. And then he talked about that last meeting with LeBron James, which was very, 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 very interesting. Riley told, here's where it gets interesting. The pieces touched on how hard he took Dwayne Wade leaving Miami. We all took it hard down here. His reaction to Wade's comments in January that this could have worked out differently if Riley had just called him during the early stages of free agency last year. And Riley told Thompson that Wade's agent asked to deal directly with the owners instead of Pat Riley. Was kind of like a punch in the face, you know. So I can understand him taking that kind of personal. And Riley said, I know he feels I didn't fight hard enough for him. I was very, very sad when Dwayne said no. I wish I could have been there and told him why I didn't really fight for him at the end. I fought for the team. The one thing I wanted to do for him, and maybe this is what obscured my vision, but I wanted to get him another player so he can end his career competitive. And then they get to the juicy part, which is the whole LeBron James final meeting. And when it comes to LeBron James, remember Pat Riley flew to Las Vegas to meet with LeBron and his reps. And Pat told the GM, Andy Ellisberg, to get 2 championship trophies that LeBron had won, you know, and packed them in these hard shell carrying cases so he can put them on the table when he met with LeBron. And the day of the meeting, Riley went and bought some wine and stuff, and it was Maverick Carter was supposed to be there because Maverick Carter was there when Riley got LeBron the first time, and Pat Riley respects Maverick Carter. So they go into the room. Rich Paul is there. Some dude, Randy Mims, is there. LeBron's there, and they're watching a World Cup game, and it's like Riley was there, but he wasn't really, really, really there. Like, they weren't too into the meeting. They were watching the World Cup soccer game and kept glancing at the TV every few minutes, and Riley kind of felt a little disrespected, like, can you turn the damn TV off so we can talk about this? You know? And it was just kind of a bullshit meeting, that's all. You know, it was just kind of a meeting that really, really didn't mean anything. And it was kind of insulting to the great Pat Riley. Again, remember now, this is Pat Riley we're talking about. This is Pat Riley. He's revered down here, but he wasn't revered in Cleveland. And he wasn't revered with LeBron's crew. So after the so-called meeting, Riley went back home not feeling good, and he got a text telling him to be ready for a call. About 15 minutes later, his phone rang. It was, what's that dude, Rich Paul on the line, and he handed the phone to LeBron James, who started by saying, Pat, I want to thank you for 4 years, and Riley was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is not happening. This is not happening because you remember when he left us? I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Oh! All of us in Miami needed some Pepto-Bismol. We was all sick. But Riley said, as soon as LeBron finished with all that bullshit on the call, it got personal for me. It got personal. And Riley said, man, there was this one guy who talked him off the ledge because he was dropping F-bombs everywhere, I'm sure. He was just angry. And he said his friend kept him from going out there and saying some things like Dan Gilbert. And I'm glad I didn't do it. Oh, shit. Pat Riley almost fucked up. Can you imagine if Pat Riley had gone out there and went all Dan Gilbert on LeBron when he left us here in Miami? Wow. So I don't know who that person was. But I thank him, man. I thank him because he saved Pat Riley's legacy. Because we was talking a whole lot of yin-yang down here when LeBron left Cleveland and came to Miami. You know, if you remember, the whole Black America was mad at Dan Gilbert, calling him a slave owner and all of that, and you know, all the racial animosity came out. And Pat Riley was about to do the same thing when LeBron said, I wanted to go back to Cleveland. Oh! Wow. This we did not know. And right around that time, Chris Bosh said, man, I'm going to sign with the Houston Rockets. And Riley, you know, feeling pressurized to do something for the Miami Heat, decided to give Chris Bosh a max deal. And kudos to Chris Bosh, man, for seizing the moment and saying, I'm about to get all this money. Because Chris Bosh was not worth no max deal at that point. Not to me. But he, you know, if Pat didn't give it to him, the Houston Rockets were going to give it to him. And Pat Riley said afterwards that he wished he had said no to Chris Bosh and that he'd given all that money to the man who deserved it. That man was Dwayne Wade.